And France returns this weekend as, of course, PSG trying to continue their dominance over in the top flight. But can there be hope for anybody else? We'll take a little look. Folks, back once again with another prediction video today. We look forward to match day number 20 over in Ligue. And we'll get to that in just one second. Where you been? Smash your subscribe, look at your back, all things Ligue related, Baba related, woo, football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one Ruski, of course. Yes, PSG lead the charge. Of course, 13 points clear of the nearest, which is Nice. Very, very nice, of course. But can anybody catch them, of course, or make ground with them this weekend? We'll take a look at it, all of it. Anyway, of course, big shout out to them. We are Bloody Peas. They are the pay tree ons. Big shout out to you guys. And, of course, a big shout out. We got a brand new Patreon in Dieter Maximilian Schmidt-Gonzalez. He becomes the latest member of the Patreon gang. So a big shout out to you for becoming the latest band of many, many men. If you are interested, of course, check out the link down below, patreon.com/overseas. Now, of course, if you don't know me, or if you're new to, or you know about the channel, of course, you realise we did take a bit of a crashing break last weekend. Unexpected. Check out the videos, of course. I'm back. And, of course, the Blackburn Overseas needs you to elaborate on what went on. I'm not going to talk about it, but, of course, we're back now. So, of course, I don't think we missed anything in France, so we'll just cover the games anyway. Of course, Monaco against Rennes, and there was a 2-1 win for Monaco. Saint-Étienne got beat by Nantes. They're in trouble, aren't they, Saint-Étienne? One, of course, the big boys, the long-time big boys, Saint-Étienne in France. Clermont Foot against Strasbourg was postponed. Troyes against Brest was a 1-1 draw in the end. Lorient picked up a 1-1 draw against PSG. Bordeaux got beat by Lille 3-2 in the end. Montpellier picked up a 4-1 win of Angers. Nice picked up a 2-1 win over Lens, and Lyon picked up a draw against Metz, and of course Marseille and Reims also a draw. A lot of 1-1s knocking around. Let's take a look at the table. Let me just double check. Yeah, it looks good on my end. PSG lead the charge, of course, 13 points clear over Nice. Marseille do have a game in hand over Nice, and of course they could go into second spot themselves. So quite an unfamiliar looking top four at the moment, with the likes of Lens and Lyon and Lille struggling. Saint-Étienne and Lorient going down at the moment. Metz in a bit of trouble as well. Let's take a look at the grand old scheme of things. Of course, we've broken the back of it. Of course, we're into the halfway stage, which means we're going to start a brand new leaderboard. Now, of course, that master leaderboard will be made available to the Patreons. Of course, they will be able to look at that as and when. You guys will have to wait each and every you have to wait to the end of each month before bringing an update. So we're not going to see that master leaderboard today, but this is the new leaderboard. Of course, these are the winners of the last week, and they of course go into the tip at the top of the table. So Paul Burden, Costas K, Shepherd, Deep at the Great, and 477 are your leaders at the second half of the season. Of course, big shout out to Shepherd, Ultra Murat, Jim Watt, and of course Russell Frost being Patreons as well. If you want to get it out and become a patron, of course, support the channel in another way, check out the link down below. From as little to as much as you like, check it all out. It is a piece of piss. We also broke the back of the old predictor of the month, of course. Who won December? Who are the winners or winner of the month of December? Of course, the winner was the person or persons who accumulated the most points over the course of December. And of course, you can win multiple months, and also they give you multiple winners. And the winner at the end of the season of the predictor of the month will be one selected from the list of winners throughout the course of the season. So the winners is 37, pal. See you by the way. Well done to you. You joined the likes of Deepak the Great, Vincent, Kevin, Tom Stain, and Frosty Boy up at the top of the table there, kicking ass and taking names. So well done to you, and well done, of course, to joining the band of men and women. If you want to get involved, of course, we've started a brand new month right here, right now. And of course, we've just started a brand new leaderboard league, so you could get right in amongst it and get your name in lights already. So use the link here, cut.4/League 1, and of course, I'll see you next time around. Of course, free to enter, good bit of fun, all that kind of jazz. So here we go with the next round of matches. Then, of course, we'll kick off this weekend. I'm going to start with, I believe, Clermont Foot up against... what are we looking at here? Clermont Foot up against Reims. Of course, there is a postponement in here, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, these two sides played 21 times since 2002, 6 wins for Clermont Foot, 8 wins for Reims, 7 draws. Clermont Foot just won, defeated past 3 for them, 42% form against the Reims side. Just won defeat past 6, 75% form. They look good at the moment. Of course, last time in Clermont Foot was a 2-1 win for Clermont Foot back in March 2018 in Ligue 2. Of course, Clermont Foot picked up a 2-0 loss to Bastia in the Coupe de France, I think. Reims picked up a 1-0 win over Thion, and same get up just a couple of days ago. Look at the odds on this one. Clermont coming at you 11-8 for the victory. 20-10 is your Reims, and 9-4 is your draw. I'm going to go with the Reims away win on this one to take to the house. Metz, they were taking on Strasbourg, of course, coming at you this weekend. Played each other 41 times in 9-3, 21 for Metz, 9 wins for Strasbourg, 11 draws. Of course, Metz coming into just 1 win and 5 for them, 42% form up against the Strasbourg side, just 1 win and 3 for them, 58% form. Last time around, over in Metz was a 2-1 win for Strasbourg back in February 2021. Of course, Metz picked up a 1-1 draw against Lyon last time around. Montpellier beating Strasbourg 1-0 in the Coupe de France last time around as well. Of course, look at the odds on this one then. We have Metz 3-1 for the victory, 11-10 Orange, Strasbourg 35 issue draw. I'm going with a draw here, 2-2 right in the middle. I cannot separate the two sides. Can you? Going to go with Nantes then up against Monaco next up. Of course, have you not checked out my Monaco journeyman over in the Football Manager 22? Check that out. We're doing A-OK over there as of course the season bubbles to a conclusion there. Anyway, of course, these two sides played 51 times in 93, 11 wins for Nantes, 29 wins for Monaco, and 11 draws. Nantes winning 5 of the bouts, 83% form. They look good at the moment. Monaco, though, just won to beat about 6 as well, 75% form as well. Tricky game, this one. Played back in Nantes last round, 2-1 win for Monaco back in January 2021, around about this time last season. Of course, Nantes picked up a 2-0 win over Vitré in the Coupe de France. Meanwhile, Monaco picked up a 3-1 win over Couleuvre over in the Coupe de France as well. I look at the odds on this one. Nantes come at you 25 for the victory, 5-4 is your way, and that's Monaco at 9-4 is your draw. Tight one, though. 2-1 win, Monaco nicks it. A bit biased, maybe. Next up, of course, we have Bordeaux up against Marseille. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm blind to see it. I'm blind to bloody see. Maybe it doesn't go ahead. 2, 4, 6, 8 games. It must be postponed. I'm going to say, let me just double check here. I think this game is postponed, so I'm not going to elaborate on it too much. It's postponed. It says Friday. Says bloody Friday. Okay, let's go into it this way then. It says it's going to go ahead according to my eyes, but I don't know. So, according to my eyes, Bordeaux against Marseille, scheduled to take place Friday. We'll give you the data. Those are the 60 times in 93, 19 wins for Bordeaux, 17 wins for Marseille, and 24 draws. Bordeaux back-to-back defeats for them, 42% form up against the Marseille side. Unbeaten in the last 5, 75% form as well. Last round over in Bordeaux was a 0-0 draw back in February 2021. Bordeaux coming into this on the back of a 3-0 loss against Brest in the Coupe de France. Meanwhile, Marseille picked up a 3-0 win over Changvilly in the Coupe de France as well. Got basic odds on this one. Oh, in fact, I've got no odds. So it does look like it's going to be postponed. But if it does go ahead, I would have went with a 2-0 win for Marseille on this one. Next, of course, we have Montpellier against Troyes. Let's take a look at this badger then, shall we? Of course, over in Montpellier. It's scheduled to take place on Sunday. These two sides are scheduled play each other 20 times in 99. 9 wins, 8 wins for Montpellier, 5 wins for Troyes, 7 draws. Montpellier winning 5 of them out, 6 of them out even. 100% form up against the Troyes side, just 1 defeat past 6. 25% form as well. Last round over in Montpellier was a 1-1 draw back in May 2018. Montpellier picked up 1 win over Strasbourg in the Coupe de France. Troyes picked up a draw against Brest last time. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? Have Montpellier 2017 on for the victory, 11-4 is your draw. 3-1 is your away win. Montpellier to win this one, 2-1 win to keep on keeping on. Lyon against PSG in the game of the day, or game of the weekend, surely. Played each other 7 times at 9-3, 23 wins to Lyon, 31 wins to PSG, and 16 draws. Just 1 win though in the past 6 though for Lyon, 50% form. Drawing, they actually haven't won in the last 5, drawing 4 in a row though. Up against PSG side, 100% unbeaten in the last 6, winning 4 of the last 5 as well. Last time around over in Lyon was a 6-goal thriller going in favour of PSG back in March 2021. Of course, Lyon picked up a draw against Metz last time around. Of course, PSG beating Vannes in the Coupe de France last time around. Then shall we look at the odds here? 25 is your host at 11-10 on PSG, 16-5 is your draw. Going to go with a 2-2 draw here, and another point dropped. So a couple of points dropped there for PSG, but realistically they're home and host already. Lille OSC Lorient take place on Saturday. Now these two sides played 30 times in 2001, 50 wins for Lille, 9 wins for Lorient, and 6 draws. Lille unbeaten in the last 6. They haven't actually lost in the last 11 games. 92% form up against the Lorient side, who haven't won in the last 6. However, they did pick a draw against PSG last round. Meanwhile, coming at you last round over in Lille was a 4-0 win for Lille back in November 2020. Lille beat Bordeaux through 3-2 last round. Of course, Lorient picking up a draw against PSG last round. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? We've got... What have we got here? We've got 5-3 on is your Lille, 3-1 is your draw, 92 is your win, and that's Lorient. Going to go with the host here, 2-0 win, of course, to kick on 2022 with a bang. Lens up against Rennes, of course, same match day. That's, of course, Saturday. Played each other according to my eyes around about 40 times in 9-4. 14 was the Lens, 16 was for Rennes, and 10 draws. Just 1 win, though, in the 6th, though, for Lens, 42% form up against the Rennes side. Just 1 win 4 for them, 50% form as well. Last round over in Lens. That was a 0-0 draw back in February 2021. Of course, Lens picked up a draw, a defeat against Nice. Last round, of course, Rennes crashing out in the Coupe de France to Nantes Lorraine. Looks like after penalties, of course. Look at the odds on this one. 95 is your host, 64 is your way win. That's Rennes, 12-5 is your draw. 1-1 for me on this to take to the house. Angers against Saint-Étienne is postponed. I'm not even going to dabble onto that one. It's going to be a 2-0 win if it was going to go ahead for Angers. And then finally, we have Stade Brest cheeky up against Flying High Nice. Very, very nice, of course. 13 times played since 2006. 3 wins for Brest, 5 wins for Nice. And we've got 5 draws, of course. Just one defeat about 6 games for Brest, 75% form up against the Nice side. 3 wins on the bounce, 58% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time in Brest was a 2-0 win for Brest back in around about this time last season, 6th of Jan. Brest pick up a 3-0 win over Bordeaux. Nice pick up a 2-1 win. A nice win over Lens last time back on the 22nd of December. Of course, basic odds on this one. In fact, normal odds. We have got Brest 2-1 for the Richie, 30-10 is your Nice. And of course, 5-2 is your draw. Going to go with a Nice win here. Very, very nice. 2-0 win to take it to the house. That is it. That's all I've got for your league. Of course, get involved with your predictions. Cut your 4 League One. It is free to enter. Good chance to get yourself in lights. Good chance for you to get yourselves in the prediction of the month stakes as we start a brand new month. Now, before you go away anywhere, of course, big shout out to VRPs. They are the Patreons. And a big shout out to Detail Box Amendment Schmidt Gonzalez. Become the latest member of the gang. Stop what you're doing though. Don't go anywhere. Of course, check out the Blackburn Overseas Needs You video. I'm on the lookout for content or budding content creators, people who are looking to get themselves into content creation. And I'm on the lookout for a Ligue 1 expert. If you think you are a Ligue 1 expert, get involved with me down below in the comment section. Say, hey, I'm a Ligue 1 expert and I wouldn't mind getting myself involved with content creation. Well, get involved. Follow me on Twitter or DM me in the comments one way or another. Get a hold of me and say, hey, I wouldn't mind becoming a content creator for the channel. And then, of course, we can talk about it. We'll have a little video chat one-on-one. Talk about the perks, the privileges, and all that kind of sort of scenario that we can create for each other for this one. Again, there is a chance for you to make some money. I'm not talking big bucks, but of course, starting here with 25,000 subscribers. You know, a good chance for you to make a little bit of pocket change for it. And again, I'll talk all about that in a little bit. So if you're interested, let me know down below. Of course, I'd rather you follow me on Twitter so we can have one-on-one chats freely and, of course, privately as well. Get involved. Also, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check me out down below. Of course, there is a Discord as well. But until then, guys, that's it. League One is back. So am I. Until then, dudes, we're done.